Hello everyone, my name is Bibhu Agarwal. I'm a second year undergraduate student of the Department of Electrical Engineering. I'm from Kolkata. I'm contesting for the post of General Secretary Technology, Technology Students Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for the academic session 2015-2016. I'm a voter of Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence.
So Bibhu, why did you mention your place of residence in your introduction?
So, I was born and brought up in Kolkata, so that's why it's a part of my identity. That's why I mentioned in my introduction.
Any further questions? Bibhu, go ahead with your statement of purpose.
My 2 years of stay at IIT Kharagpur were filled with fruitful pursuits of numerous extracurricular and co-curricular activities that has led to holistic development of my personality. In my second year, I successfully discharged my role as a co-organizing team member of Students 2015 with utmost sincerity and true diligence. I was a part of the team which went to Kolkata and Bangalore for publicity and was successful in raising a total alumni contribution of 5.02 lakhs. I was also instrumental in organizing the robotics workshop in Bangalore, which resulted in a number of increase in the participation by 2-folds. I got 8 media articles printed in the leading newspapers of the region. On the sponsorship front, I was successful in securing sponsorship deals worth rupees 2.65 lakhs, which in my tenure as a core team member was a record feat. I also arranged for holding spaces at prominent places in Kolkata for the outdoor publicity of Kshitiz during the month of January. I took an initiative in contacting the Debating Society of Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology for conduction of the Speak Out for Engineering regionals there. I was also the part of the notice team of Students 2015. During the fest, I along with 3 core team members were responsible for the accommodation of 2,432 students that came to Students 2015. I, along with 3 core team members, led a team of 30 volunteers and was successful in providing accommodation to all of the students, which also shows my leadership skills and my team player ability. In my first year, I was a part of Entrepreneurship Cell, IIT Kharagpur, as a Global Entrepreneurship Summit intern. During my tenure as a Global Entrepreneurship Summit intern, I did extensive publicities in the city of Ranchi and Kolkata, and which is reflected in the increased registration figures from those 2 regions. During GES 2014, I was the person who was responsible for the accommodation of students along with personnel coming from different startup companies at Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hall of Residence. In my school years, I was a national chess player representing my state 4 times on national level. I was also selected for Technique 2012, the annual Techno Management Festival of IIT Guwahati, based on an all-over India exam. I was also a part of the ad design team of Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence. These 2 years of experience and outlook have inculcated in me the confidence and zeal that is required to fulfill the duty of a General Secretary meticulously. If elected, I would put in my every effort to do full justice to the post and live up to the expectation of student fraternity. I would discharge my effort with utmost sincerity and dedication. Thank you.
So Bibhu, what were some of the initiatives that you took up as a member of the accommodation team of Kshitiz as well as GS?
So, as a member of the accommodation team, we saw that the number of registration for the girls is increasing and we didn't have the required number of accommodation. So we contacted the Gymkhana so that we could have the accommodation there, and we had portable toilets so that the girls that are staying in the Gymkhana won't have any problems in the sanitation and the toilet sips.
Bibhu, can you please elaborate on your specific role as a part of ad design team of LBS Hall?
So, I was a part of the direction team of the video ad of the Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence.
Okay, Bibhu, you just told me that you were part of the direction team of the ad design team of Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence. Could you tell me the specifications of the video ad in the ad design competition?
So, the length of the video ad is 60 seconds and the aspect ratio of the video ad is 16:9.
Bibhu, what were the standings of the ad design last year?
So, I have the standings, I can mail it to you.
You participated in the event and you don't know the standings. What was the standing of LBS Hall?
So, I participated in this year's inter-hall event, I didn't participate in last year. You should have heard it correctly.
This year, what was the position of LBS?
So, we were 8th.
Okay, Bibhu, since you have done a very commendable job on the sponsorship front, can you explain us what a vendor form is?
Ma'am, as a member of core organizing team, I'm not informed about the vendor form, but we have done all the memorandum of understanding and whatever that is required for a corporate sponsorship deal for each and every company that I've pursued.
Yes, Bibhu, but a corporate deal also requires a vendor form, and I expect you to know since you're contesting for General Secretary Technology.
Ma'am, as I said, as a member of the core organizing team, I do know about the memorandum of understanding that is required if you have a sponsorship deal. So that's why I know about that and I've requiredly fulfilled all the details if it is required to fulfill for corporate sponsorship for any of the companies.
Can you throw some light on the change in participation from Bangalore this year in Kshitij?
So, I was the person responsible for the Bangalore workshop, which led to an increase in the double the participation from that region. There was a participation of more than 200 students in the Bangalore workshop, and due to that, there was an increased participation in the participation from the region.
As you mentioned that you were a part of GES in your first year, so why did you leave GES? Why did you leave ESL?
So, first of all, to correct you, I didn't leave GES, it's Global Entrepreneurship Summit, and I didn't leave it. My tenure as a Global Entrepreneurship Summit intern was over, then I joined Kshitij.
Bibhu, can you throw some light on your event management skills when you were a part of Kshitij?
So, as a part of the core organizing team, I was also responsible for the event management facet. As I said, I organized the robotics workshop in Bangalore, and I was also responsible for the conduction of Speak Out for Engineering Regionals at Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology. And 2 participants from there, came to Kharagpur in Kshitij, and they even went to the nationals of the Speak Out for Engineering.
As General Secretary Technology, you will also be responsible for preparation of team for sending to Inter-IT Tech Meet next year. So, are you aware of the events that took place in Inter-IT Tech Meet this year?
Yes, sir. There were 8 events that took place in this year's Inter-IT Tech Meet, and the name of the events are quizzes, maths Olympia, quizzes, data analytics, case study, hardware modeling, product design, model village, open source, and category research.
Okay, Bibhu, you just told me that you went to Bangalore during your tenure as a core organizing team member. Did we see any increase in the participation from Bangalore?
So, as I said, there was an increase in the number of participation of Bangalore. It was double the number of participation that came in Kshitij 2014 and that came in Kshitij 2015. And the numbers are, in Kshitij 2014 it was 30 and the number in Kshitij 2015 is 58.
And about your sponsorship from Bangalore?
So, I got a total sponsorship amount of 2.65 lakhs, which in my tenure as a core team member was a record feat.
Bibhu, was there any change in the amount of alumni contribution that was collected from Kolkata? And if there was a very high change, can you please mention the initiatives that you took?
So, the last year, the alumni contribution from Kolkata was 20.5 thousand, and this year the total alumni contribution from Kolkata was 1.29 lakhs.
This is a 3-part question.
So,
what are the total number?
Let me complete the answer first. So, about the changes that I have done, I have contacted the various alumni chapters at different places of Kolkata so that I can contact the alumni coordinators there, and that's helped me in increasing the alumni contribution there.
Bibhu, what are the activities you had been involved apart from being a core team member and a GS intern during 2 years of your stay at IIT Kharagpur?
So, apart from this, I have also participated in the Robotics Robo Soccer event, KRSC's Kodo Soccer event, and apart from this, I was a national chess player and I also represented my hall in my first year as an inter-hall chess team and also in Open IIT chess team.
Bibhu, as you mentioned that the winner, went on to the Nationals of SOE, Speak Out for Engineering. So, has the finals already conducted? And if not, when is it going to be conducted?
So, the dates of the finals are there with me. I can mail it to you.
Bibhu, let me again say, the dates for Speak Out for Engineering are not at all decided up till now, just to clarify.
And Bibhu, why was the Facebook page named?
Yeah. Can I answer?
Sure.
So, the dates of the nationals of the Speak Out for Engineering had been finalized and I can mail it to you if you want after the statement of purpose.
Bibhu, this is a three-part question. What are the total number of points in ad design? What is the normal point distribution for the podium holders? And what is the point distribution if there's a tie between second and third place?
So, the total number of points in ad design as specific are 200 points, and the total number of points, if you are asking specifically, then there is, I am saying as a total ad design, then the total number of points for ad design, in that print ad contains 40 points, then the video ad contains 40 points, outdoor display contains 40 points, radio ad 40 points, and innovation execution 40
Bibhu,
points.
I'll stop you in between. I'm talking about the number of points for the ad design event, not the internal distribution. For the podium holders, how many points do they get?
75 points.
This is the next two parts. Normal distribution in case of when the podium holders, and when there's a tie between the second and third place.
So, the marks distribution in case of any of the technological general championship is 5:3:2. So, if there is a tie between the second and the third place, then the marks that will be given will be 45 plus 30 divided by 2. That is 37.5 points.
Bibhu, what was the reason behind naming the Facebook page as Inter-IT Tech and not Inter-IT Tech Meet?
Ma'am, the name of the fest is Inter-IT Tech, and we have different organizations in which we can have the Inter-IT Tech meet. That's why the name was Inter-IT Tech.
First of all, Inter-IT Tech is not a fest. It's not a fest, it's a meet between the all the IITs.
Questions only, no answers.
And
Go elaborate on the...
what is finance voucher?
Elaborate
what
on
is
the
finance
composition of the Executive Council. Can we have one person speaking at a time? Elaborate on the composition of the Executive Council. Executive Council composition.
So, the composition of the Executive Council are, the President is the Chairman of the Executive Council, the Vice President, then 6 Director nominees, 6 General Secretaries, 1 Sports Officer in charge, 3 PG representatives, 3 Student Advisors, and 1 Senate member from each of the Presidents.
Okay, Bibhu, now answer my question, what is finance voucher?
Ma'am, if we want to transfer any of the funds from the accounts of the institute to the KTJ fund, we require a finance voucher that is signed by the institute, that is signed by the chairman along with the president, and that's very much required if I want to transfer anything for the institute to the KTJ fund.
Okay. Bibhu, how do you check if a particular model is a 16-bit or a 32-bit in hardware modeling event?
Ma'am, first of all, the current model is used is 8-bit, and it's the changes that is being considered that was to be done as 32-bit, but it's still not implemented.
Okay, Bibhu, you just told me that
Bibhu, my question was, how do you check it? How do you check if it's a 16-bit or a 32-bit?
Ma'am, as I said, it's already 8-bit model that is used in the hardware modeling competition, so there is no choice of 16-bit or 32-bit being used in hardware modeling.
Okay, Bibhu, you just told me that you took part in the inter-hall chess event last year. You're not taking part this year?
So, in the last year, I took part in the inter-hall chess event from Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hall of Residence. In this year, I also took part in the practice sessions of Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence and also took second in the intra-hall competition that had in the Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence. But due to elections and the dates of the chess competitions coinciding, that's why I didn't take a part in the inter-hall chess team.
So it shows that to take up new avenues, you leave behind your prior responsibilities of being a part of the team.
So, as I said, that I was a part of the intra-hall chess tournament and I stood second in that. And apart from this, I have been a regular part of the practice session of the Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence. It thus shows that I am not budging away from my responsibility of being in the chess team of Lal Bahadur Shastri Hall of Residence.
Last question, if any.
Are you aware of the MUN chaos between SF and KTG last year?
Yes, sir. It was a chaos. It was not a chaos, first of all, to correct you. It was a thing in which it was that MUN should be conducted in Kshitij, but it was that MUN is not conducted in Kshitij, but it was conducted in Springfest.
Thank you, Bibhu.
I propose to organize a felicitation ceremony cum interaction session on a bi-semester basis and introduce felicitation program and at the Technology Students Gymkhana website for those who brought in Lawrence to the institute at national or international level competitions. I propose to conduct an overnight case study and data analytics competition for selection of the inter-IIT case study team. I propose to introduce an RC modeling and fabrication engineering winter workshop, a new initiative by General Secretary Technology Students Gymkhana, IIT Kharagpur.
Bibhu, before starting your proposals, are you aware of the proposal that the last year's G6 proposed and what is the current status of that?
So, the proposals that I am proposing is very different from the proposals that General Secretary of Technology proposed last year. So it's with no relevance with whatever the proposals that they proposed, and my proposals are very different from that.
Since you are contesting for that post, you must be aware what were the proposals last year.
Yes, sir, I am aware of the proposals that were proposed last year, and I made sure that it's completely different from the proposals that were present last year. So, I will go through my first proposal. The aim is, there is an intriguing technological field study in IIT Kharagpur. Many professors and research scholars have been receiving appreciation across the globe for their research works and students participating in world competitions or conferences and have been receiving prizes from renowned organizations. Hence, there is a need for a platform to share their glimpses and sneak peeks on their field study and interact with the enthusiasts.
Bibhu, is there a felicitation ceremony supposed to happen for inter-IIT Tech participants? And if it is supposed to be held, what is the date decided?
So, I am saying that I am proposing it for all the students and professors who have brought Lawrence to the institute in the name of IIT Kharagpur, according to any of the technological or the management fairs they have done at any point of time in the world.
I am asking you specifically about this year's inter-IIT Tech meet. The felicitation ceremony happened for the sports contingent. Is a ceremony will be happening for Tech contingent also? Are you aware of that?
So, I think you are not getting my point. I am saying that I am proposing for this felicitation ceremony that is to be happening for all the students who brought Lawrence to the institute at national and international level. So I am going into the structure of the proposal. The felicitation ceremony will be conducted twice a semester. Awards will be given into 3 categories, namely national winner, international participant and international winner. An online application form will be released in which the students will fill in their details and their involvement in that study. There can only be 20 students for international participation and 50 for national participation for whom felicitation will be done. There will be a search panel of 3 professors who will judge the students. Felicitation portal will be introduced in the Technology Students Gymkhana website that includes Lawrence of those candidates and the research field, field of study. The first event will be scheduled tentatively in the first week of August, second during last week of October in the autumn semester, and the third during the first week of February, fourth during the first week of April in the spring semester 2016. Regarding the cost-related facts, I would just tell you that the total cost required for the mementos of the students that are for the international participants, it's 200 rupees, and we are taking an approximate of 20 participants on a bi-semester basis. So it's 4,000. And on the mementos for the national participants, we are taking as 100. 100 into 50 is 5,000 rupees. So the total of this comes out to be 9,700, including the certificates that we are providing it to them.
Bibhu, are you aware how many international Olympiads which are certified by the International Science Organization are college students valid to participate? The number and the name.
So, as I said, that it's not that if the institute is valid to participate in any of the international conferences or the Olympiad, even if the student is participating in any of the international colleges or the Olympiads, he will be able to get the felicitation. But he should be a finalist of the event there.
Yeah, that's what my question is. How many international Olympiads are the college students allowed to participate in? How many international Olympiads? There are 12 total. How many are college students valid to participate?
So, the college students are allowed to participate in 8 of them.
No, you are wrong, it is not 8. It is just 2 Olympiads.
So, I think you should get the facts right. It's 8 of the Olympiads, and I can mail you the exact details of each and every one of them. So,
Okay, Bibhu, tell me who are the people who will be benefited by your proposal, this proposal?
So, as I can only mention that all these felicitation program that will be happening will be affecting all the students that of IIT Kharagpur, because this will create an awareness about the activities that are going on around the world and where they can expose their talent so that they can also do whatever the others are doing and they can be also felicitated on the institute level.
Okay. Bibhu, how many times can a participant or a student of our college can get funding from the institute for participating in a conference or a competition, and what is the procedure for getting that funding?
So, if any student is a finalist of any of the international conferences or workshop in which he is participating, then the institute will fund definitely for each and every one of time. But you are saying that if it is participating in any of theirs, that will be provided by the alumni cell IIT Kharagpur.
What is the procedure? You didn't elucidate about the procedure.
So, the student will inform about his participation in the international conferences or the workshops in which he is participating.
Let me
and the
stop you
alumni
over
cell,
there. I
may I
don't
complete my answer?
Interrupt you in between, but I
So,
just
should
want
I complete my answer first? So, about wherever the alumni contribution means wherever the student is participating, it will be first discussed in the alumni cell, and the alumni cell will definitely provide the funding that is required for anywhere the event is participating.
You can go ahead with the discussion if you have anything to discuss.
So, I just further want to tell you what are some of the benefits that will be handling if there are some of these events that are happening in IIT Kharagpur. I can cite some examples for that. The team, Bharat Connectors, consisting of 6 members, Mr. Harshad Chandak, Mr. Shivan Shrivastava, Mr. Abhishek Gupta, Mr. Ashwin Agalcha, Mr. Abhishek Kumar, and Mr. Rajiv Lochan Chakravarti from Mining Engineering Department won the 2nd prize at SME NSGGA Student Design Competition held on 15th February 2015. Ronak Gulati, 5th year, SSS Department, Rajendra Prasad Hall of Residence, and his team were the sole representative of India in the 9th Gajah Mada Business Case Competition held in Indonesia. Glide, a startup by Amritanshu Anand and Ayush Single, 2 students from IIT Kharagpur, mentored by TIE, the Indus entrepreneurs, won the Mercury Fund investment prize and received other commitments totaling over $1 million at the Rise Business Plan Competitions 2014. So I want these these persons to come down there at the felicitation ceremony and they could share their experiences so that the other students who are there, like first years or second year students, can get inspired and they can also do the same work as they are doing, and definitely they can also brought the Lawrence in the name of IIT Kharagpur.
Bibhu, does this proposal is for the alumnus of IIT Kharagpur or the students of IIT Kharagpur?
So this proposal is both for the professors of IIT Kharagpur and also for the students of IIT Kharagpur. I did mention Amritanshu Anand because he just was out, means he was just passed out last year. That's why I mentioned him.
Are you aware with the name of the team members who went to Google Online Marketing Challenge this year from our college?
Sir, there are names of various students' bodies who went to different international organizations and different conferences that are held over the world. But I can't mention each and every one of the team members and each and every of the international organization in my proposal.
When
So,
you don't know the names of the team members itself, how will you felicitate them?
Ma'am, as I already said, if you have read my proposal closely, then it is written that there will be an application form that will be given and the students can fill in the details where they will participate and what are the criteria in which they are felicitated, in which they are to be felicitated, and there will be a search panel that will search for the authentication of the data and will search for the relevance of the data, and then only they will be felicitated on a national level.
Last question.
GS Sanyal Cup does almost a similar thing. So isn't it just a repetition of GS Sanyal Cup, if you are aware about that?
So, if you are aware of the fact that GS Sanyal Cup is the all-round development in the technical field for only one student, but I am felicitating all the students who have got Lawrence and name in the name of IIT Kharagpur at different international organizations and at national level.